Happy Friday, first graders, and welcome to Number Corner. Let's get started. So, right away, we're going to jump in and take a look at our calendar. Today is April 3rd, 2020, and when I flip over today's marker, I'm seeing this shape, and it's a little unfamiliar to me. Right now, let's take a closer look at what that shape is and try to figure it out together. Once we figure out the shape, we're going to be asking ourselves this leading question. Is this shape symmetrical? Remember, symmetrical means that if I were to fold that shape in half or in fours, the pieces would line up or the pieces would match. They're the same on both sides. So my first job is I need to figure out what shape this is. So I'm going to start by counting the number of sides. Count along with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This shape has 5 sides, which means it also has 5 vertices. Do you remember a shape from our geometry unit with 5 sides and 5 vertices? You're right, it's a pentagon. Even though not all the lengths of the sides are the same, it still has some of those leading shape qualities, in particular the 5 sides and the 5 vertices. So we're going to be calling this shape a pentagon today. Now we need to decide, is this pentagon symmetrical? That means, again, if we folded it in half or folded it into pieces, the pieces would line up or be the same on both sides. I'm going to start by dividing my shape this way. And when I look at it, I notice that this side of the shape does not look the same. So that didn't work. I'm going to try a different way to divide it. Maybe I'll try it horizontally. But when I did that line again, I'm noticing that the top doesn't look the same as the bottom. This side of the shape has more sides than this one does when I folded it in half. So that didn't work. I'm going to try running my line through this vertex of the shape. Even now, I'm noticing that this side is a lot wider than that side. This is letting me know something important. I'm noticing that no matter how I divide this shape, the sides aren't lining up or they're not staying the same, which means this shape is not symmetrical. Right now, we're going to go in and add those observations to our calendar grid observation chart. So the name of my shape was a pentagon. We said we were not able to divide it in equal parts. And so no, this shape is not symmetrical. All right, first graders, we're going to talk about days of school. Today is the 128th day of school. We're going to count that number up, but I want to remind you that we're going to use those big groups to help us out. We're going to use our groups of 100, our groups of 10, and our groups of 5 to help us count up that number. Count along with me. 100, 110, 120, 125, 126, 127, 128. Yesterday, friends, I asked you to share with me some equations for the number 127. And I got you started with 1. 100 plus 20 plus 7 equals 127. Some of you chose to fill in the missing parts to the equations I sent out. So if we were at 100, we needed 27 more. If we were at 50, we needed 77 more. And if I was at 200, I had to take away 73 to get to 127. But I had 2 other equations I wanted to share that some friends noticed. Some of you noticed that we could do some multiplication. When we looked at the number 50 or the number 100, we saw 2 groups of 50. So we said 2 groups of 50 was the same as 50 times 2. And then we had 27 more in our second 100 grid. So 50 times 2 plus 27 equals 127. Some of you used a fact you already knew. So in 90 plus 37 equals 127, let me change that to equals quick, friends. You used this fact from above. 100 plus 27 equals 127. You took a 10 group away from the 100 and added it to the 27. So the new equation became 90 plus 37 equals 127. Thank you so much for sharing those equations with me. Right now, though, we're going to take a look at 128. And we're going to think about what do each of those digits mean within that number. Well, when I'm looking at this number, I know the 1 is talking about numbers in the 100 spots. That's the same as having a group of 100. The 2 is in the 10 spot. It's letting me know I have 2 groups of 10, or 20. And the 8 is in the 1 spot. It's letting me know how many single pieces I have. And in this case, I have 8. 100 plus 20 plus 8 equals 128. All right, first grade friends, we're going to take a look at our calendar collection now. It is week 1, and so far we've collected 4 popsicle sticks. We're going to spin and add to our collection. And it looks like we're adding 4 more popsicle sticks. 3 and 4. Right now, friends, I need your help deciding how many we have since it's the end of the week. I see 4 popsicle sticks plus 4 more from today. How much is that all together again? You're right, 4 plus 4 is a doubles fact. We ended the week with 8 popsicle sticks all together. Now, first graders, do you see a way that we could make a trade at all? Is there a way that we could combine some of these popsicle sticks to make it a little easier? You're right. We could combine 5 of these loose popsicle sticks into a group. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a trade. And I'm going to do it right underneath. There I have my bundle of 5, 6, 7, 8, and my 3 extra. It matches just what I see up there. I see my group of 5 and 3 more. But I'd like your help right now. Can you help me think of an equation that would match this new picture we just made together? Think about how many do we see in a bundle? You're right, we see 5. Plus how many more sticks were left? 3. 5 plus 3 equaled 8. Right now, that was my equivalent fraction. I know that 4 plus 4 is the same as 5 plus 3. They both equal 8. All right, first graders, that is our work for Number Corner today. When you are on your own, you're going to be focusing on Dreambox lessons today, so you won't have any math to post for me. I will see you next Tuesday with our next Number Corner lesson.